There's a deafening roar and the helicopter shakes madly, but recovers.
Are we hit? It barely missed, but there's a good chance that it will still detonate. It exploded! Wait, it's a firework?
In the moments after the explosion, General Teddy's face was drawn in the night sky with colorful sparks. He even managed to capture his image, taunting us with his tongue sticking out.
He obviously missed on purpose. It was most likely fired from the direction of Inaba. That is not funny at all! Is he trying to start a war or something? Wait, what is that? There's something in the distance. It's huge!
What is it? Yukari-san points towards the shape of a gigantic building stretching towards the sky. Oh, it's Tartarus. Something red is writhing around that bizarre structure, trying to envelop the town below it. It's red fog?
I'll zoom in.
Kikino-san adjusts the monitor that had just been displaying General Teddy's laughing face to show us the enormous structure up ahead. I notice Yukari-san and Ken-kun both tense up when they catch sight of it.
No way. This is just like Tartarus.
Searching data for Tartarus. Results found. A labyrinth that only appears during the dark hour and a breeding ground for shadows. It was also the place where a powerful being was going to descend upon the world to bring about destruction. The documents in my hand have a page dedicated to it as well. What I read there confounds me. 3 years ago, when Mitsuru-san and her companions were in high school, something happened there. All I can gather is that they fought desperately in a tower called Tartarus that resembles the one outside. As the red fog grows thicker, the building that Ken-kun and Yukari-san refer to as Tartarus begins to disappear from our view.
I'm sorry to do this, but I have to withdraw before we're shot down. But we've come so far! If they fire another one at us, I won't be able to dodge again. Even if it's only a firework, a direct hit can still bring us down. Hold on, Kikino-san. Can you drop low enough somewhere so we can get out? There's no way. If we land, we'll be sitting ducks. No, once we're out, you'll get out of here. You don't need to land. What are you saying?
Please, do it. Don't worry. Remember, General Teddy asked us to come on foot. We'll manage somehow.
So this is where you dropped them at Junez, I assume?
I'm looking for a landing site. There appears to be a large shopping center nearby.
Yep. So we're already at the point where Naoto's getting attacked by Minazuki. While dodging explosions from missiles flying mercilessly towards us, the helicopter nosedives, plunging us towards the ground as we move closer to Inaba.
Labrasan, please take this. It may be of use. It contains the data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Shuji Ikutsuki.
Of course. Shuji Ikutsuki, that name was also in the documents that Kikino-san had given me. He betrayed Mitsuru-san at the last moment 3 years ago and revealed himself as an enemy. Ever since the death of Koitsu Kirijo, the patriarch of the Kirijo family 2 generations ago, this man took the lead in all the dangerous events relating to the shadows. That is how dangerous this man is. But the documents also say that Akutsuki took his own life.
The file name was Project Puppet Master. I'm not entirely sure if that's a code or a description of the project.
Puppet Master? Could that be something to do with me and Aigis?
I was only able to decrypt a portion of it, but it seems to be data on an experiment involving a plume of dust.
Right.
Experiment with a plume of dust. So, why are you giving this to me?
It may assist you in determining the enemy's identity. Actually, I found traces of an unauthorized attempt to access this file from outside of the Ergo Research Network. I investigated this and found that the requests made to break in originated from this vicinity, likely from within Inaba itself.
How long has Sho been living in Inaba, though? No one knew about the kid with the bright red hair? Kikino-san nods silently. Of all the files on the quarantine server to go after, if this one was specifically targeted, then a hacker must at least have known of its presence there. The cyber attack wasn't done by some ordinary hacker who broke into the server and was looking around out of curiosity, which means that the hacker is probably either the culprit himself or someone connected to them.
The firewall prevented the intruder from accessing your file, but the attempted hacker didn't even try to cover their tracks.
What? Who would do this?
The hacker didn't even attempt to cover their access to the server. Could that mean that they wanted someone to know about the existence of this file, even if they failed to access it? That doesn't make much sense. Putting aside whatever doubts we have, Hikino-san continues on.
It was only in fragments, but the name Sho Minazuki appears many times in those files.
Ah.
Who is he?
Sho Minazuki. I don't know that name. Could that person be the culprit? At the very least, there's no mistake that this person is deeply related to this case.
I'll contact you once we crack the encryption, but in case it becomes difficult to transfer the data to you, I'll give you a copy.
Then I'll download that data into myself and take a look at the parts that you managed to decrypt.
That would be for the best.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Hikino-san hands me a memory card. I insert it into my memory slot and save the data on it into my internal memory. Just as Kikino-san says, most of it is experiment records. One file remains that cannot be read. Project Puppet Master. What's in that file?
We'll be over at Junes Shopping Center in a moment. Everyone, prepare to disembark.
Hold on, over there. Isn't there someone on the rooftop?
We all peer into the distance. Beyond the haze of the red fog is Inaba's largest shopping center. My search reveals that the place belongs to a chain named Junes. A boy figure can vaguely be seen on the roof. Yukun? For a moment, I think of someone I know well, but the height and physique of the shape on the roof don't resemble anyone I know. Ken-kun raises a pair of binoculars and attempts to make out the figure's face. What?
That's impossible! Huh? What's wrong? It's... Ikutsuki.
More illusions?
No way!
Shuji Ikutsuki? The name leaves me at a loss for words. Perhaps he is mistaken. I open the side door of the helicopter and a strong gust of wind blows in. I ignore the wind and lean out to get a better look at the person on the roof. The helicopter is suddenly attacked from an unexpected direction, and the vehicle sways alarmingly. That wasn't another missile. When I look again, I see another shape standing near the figure on the rooftop. I knew it.
We're under attack by a persona!
That doesn't make sense. According to the records, Shuji Ikutsuki was never able to use a persona. Is that man on the roof truly this Ikutsuki person?
The enemy's preparing for another attack.
Incoming!
Before I can raise an objection, Yukari-san fixes her eyes on the enemy and draws her evoker. As expected from someone who had been in actual combat for a whole year, she quickly makes a decision.
Little persona!
Yukari-san's finger flexes around the trigger of her evoker, but the instant before she pulls it, Yukari-san's persona appears, creating a whirlwind around the helicopter that repels the shadow attacking us.
What? I didn't even use my evoker yet.
Seeing Yukari-san so bewildered sends a chill down my spine. Being able to summon a persona without the necessary tool to aid in summoning, Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san reported a similar unpleasant experience when inside the TV world. But this isn't inside the TV world. As outlandish and threatening as the situation is, there is no doubt that we're in the real world. General Teddy's words come back to me.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will.
Yeah, he did outright say it. After all, you can't really argue with the guy.
Enjoy it while you can.
Don't tell me. This fog that's enveloping the town is the same fog on the other side of the TV?
This... what? What was that?
A new voice suddenly reaches my ears. Who was that? I look around in bewilderment. Did anyone actually talk? Am I hearing things? Ken-kun's shout breaks my concentration.
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one! We're getting off, Koromaru!
Yukari-san still looks confused, but Ken-kun notices something and unbuckles his seatbelt, with his spear at the ready. By this time, the helicopter has descended close enough to the roof of Junez that people and dogs can easily jump down. Koromaru-san growls and another persona appears. At the same time, Ken-kun leaps out of the cabin, stabbing at the enemy persona closing in on us. Koromaru-san's persona and Ken-kun's spear both hit the attacking enemy at the same time, and Ken-kun drops to the roof unharmed.
It seems you're always taking on the responsibility of saving others, Yukari-san.
Seriously, it's like, again, really? I
Oh,
think
don't
this
even.
time. After all, I see
Ugh.
the world on a weekly basis.
Oh, so you're proud of being on a TV show. Koromaru-san and Yukari-san jump out of the helicopter and nimbly land on the roof. Amazing. Their combat abilities are equal to those of weapons like me or Argus. Even though they are secondary members of the Shadow Operatives, used only in times of emergency, it seems as if they've been on the as if they've been on the team the entire time. I quickly ready my act and follow them.
Yukari-san, everyone, please, save Lady Mitsuru.
And that will be the last we see of her, unless she appears at the very end. But that means they should be dropping down to save Naoto. When I look back up to the red sky after landing, I see the helicopter gaining in altitude while maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kikino-san's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. I check my surroundings once more while praying for Kikino-san's safety. This is the Inaba branch of Junez, that department store chain. We're at the food court on its rooftop. Normally, there would be plenty of people here, but it's really been abandoned.
Where did he go?
Ken-kun readies his spear and tries to peer into the fog, making visibility such a problem. I look around, ready for battle as well. Whoever attacked us should be nearby.
Hey, Ken-kun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes. I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him. That's impossible. I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
He's dead. That's right, Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago. He killed himself. We were just attacked by a persona. According to the records from that time, Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
She's right. I scan the area and read no one else here besides the four of us. Where is the Naoto stuff? I say as much and we lower our weapons in order to discuss our strategy. I guess this...
Koromaru and I are going to continue looking for him.
My continuity.
There's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But
They're splitting
person
up
seemed to be using
already.
a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
The two humans look surprised for a moment and trade glances. Did I say something odd?
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
They have absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concerns about one another, but they truly believe that they will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, I realize how the timeshare between Yukari-san and Ken-kun separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station to get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking. But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight. So I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
Right? He's always been so useless. Huh? Did I say something funny?
You call him dumb and useless, but...
like you were actually kind of fond of him.
Oh, snap.
I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Go Junpei! These people trust each other and they're always thinking of one another. When one of them faces danger, the others always rush to help them. A term comes to mind. Ideal companions. I wonder how Yukun and his friends are doing. I have the feeling that his group and Mitsuru-san's group are going through similar problems after all.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
Huh? I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Yukari-san and Ken-kun looked at me. It doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for very long. They see me as a companion and trust me.
Right! It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower. Oh, also... Something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
You felt it too? It was like... well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah,
well,
it might be
that's
that we can summon our
because...
personas without our evokers.
Well, no, I don't understand that either. They're going to have to explain it. Because I don't see how it would work for them at all.
Much time to spare.
Like, it works for Labras and the Persona Forecast because they face and accepted their shadows, so they've actually truly awakened their personas, while Evokers are all about forcing your personas out. Yukari-san and I leave Ken-kun on the roof and head for the stairs. She and I split up not long after, all of us firmly believing that we'll see each other safely once more. I run at my full speed and turn my eyes towards the looming tower. I will rescue her. That was a really long segment. Yeah, I figured that'd be a to be continued. So now we get to play as Dumbass. Still though, like, what was going on with the... They just don't acknowledge the fact that you encounter Naoto and Minazuki on that rooftop. But whatever, I guess. It is what it is. Now we get to play as Dumbman!